Guys, we have the September update for the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Now, of course, with that being said, what's new, what's being updated, let's go ahead and break it down. So starting off right away, the devices that are, added to this update are going to be the Galaxy S series devices. So the Galaxy S23, 23 Plus, 23 Ultra, 22, 22 Plus, and Ultra. It says available on carrier unlocked devices, the 20, the 20 Plus, and the 20 Ultra. For the Galaxy Z Fold devices, you of course are going to be getting the typical Z Fold 5, Z Flip 5. Keep in mind that it's released first in Europe. So if you're not in Europe, you might have to wait a little bit to get this update. Also, the Z Fold 3 and Z Fold 4. And finally, the Z Flip 4 and Z Flip 3 are getting this update as well. Now, major W by Samsung to get all these devices to get this update. And obviously, we saw the Galaxy Note 20 and 20 Ultra getting this update. Galaxy Note 20 5G and 5G Ultra. Again, like I said, also getting these updates. And all the way down here, the Galaxy AMF series phones are also getting this update. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is why I love Samsung. And I gotta give them credit where credit is due here, because over the years, they have been very much into just releasing updates at first for, their main phones. Obviously, the newest phones, the Galaxy Z Fold 5, Flip 5, S23, S23 Ultra. But now it seems like they're releasing them across the board. Like, there's no time period where it's like you have to wait if you have one of these other phones, for a brand new update to release. You now are able to get it without any problems at all. So I definitely will say W Samsung for that. Now, let's go ahead and break down what is updated in this update, because it's actually a very, very important update. In the beginning portion of each month, Samsung will roll out a base patch that's meant to take care of security vulnerabilities and other small problems that need addressing. On Samsung's security update database, the month of September posed several security issues that needed taken care of. According to the bulletin, 4 fixes pushed in the September update were a critical nature, while 19 issues were marked high. While most of these certain issues aren't made publicly known, some are noted in the patch. For instance, SVE 2023-0622 addressed a flaw wherein malicious access to dual messenger could allow local attackers system privileges. That flaw has been addressed in this patch, and this is why I say so many times on this channel, and I try to make it very, vocal here, why all these updates are very important, and why, even the smallest security updates, the ones we're getting on the Surface Duo 1, the last couple months, and it hasn't really, been that big of an update. It's an important update, because if you don't have these security updates, which again, Duo 1, not getting any more of, they're done for good. So if you have that device, you're going to be at risk. And of course, the Surface Duo 2, while it's still going to be getting updates for the next year or so, I think it's just a year actually, it's October 2024. Once this stops getting, updates, there's going to be a problem, right? Because now you have another device that can fall into these malicious hackers, stealing your information, stealing your text, stealing, etc., right? There's so many problems. And again, I go across the board here. Google, they have 4 years of updates, thankfully. Samsung has 4 years of updates. Microsoft only did, I don't know, what did they do, 3 years? Yeah, they did 3 years of updates for both these devices. And again, there's a problem, right? Because once these updates stop, you can use these devices, but it's risky to use these devices. So, as it says right here, they don't always point out the malicious hack or the malicious update security-wise, but thankfully they did here, because it's actually a good example, and it's good to look at and say, yeah, there was a problem with the dual messenger, which obviously is how you send messages back and forth to one another in text messages. It allowed, hackers and malicious people to access your privileges and see all your stuff. So just keep in mind when you're texting someone, or you're, I don't know. Yeah, that's just texting someone, really. Imagine someone can see all your stuff you're texting, and they can sell the information to somebody else. So say you set a birthday, or, hopefully not, but a social security number, something like that, bank information, credit card number, anything. They can have access to that and steal that information. That's why, again, it's very, very important here, especially with how much stuff we do on our phones. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, I'm going to say it myself here, I'm not perfect when I use my phone. There's times where I'll go on a website that, like to download a game, or maybe I'll download, I don't know, whatever. And, you click on the wrong link and now you have a virus, right? And you might not think of it as being a virus because it's like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll just delete, search history clear, whatever. Well, sometimes there's problems with that because if you click on the wrong link and it happens, they now could have access to your information. So it's definitely a problem, guys. But thankfully, Samsung's pushing out this update, which is awesome. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.